wireless internet. It might be good for some people, but for me, it sucks. Why? I'll tell you why. There's this little thing in the corner of my desktop where it shows all the little applications that are currently running. It's a computer with three, kind of like a sonic boom symbol type, or radio wave symbol, like the symbol, the three green half circles that indicate that there's a signal going out. Why did I say sonic boom? It's indicating there's a signal. And every single night, and you can set your watch by it, every single stinking night and 2 or 3 times through the day, that little box gets a big red X over it. Why? Because somehow this little piece of William Shatner decides that it's going to lose the signal. And why is it going to do that? I don't know. It says there's a signal here. There's 2 little green lights and it's saying, "Hi, I'm connected!" But it's not. So I sit there for 20 minutes hitting reconnect. It sees it. It says right there, something 829. This is your number for you to connect. It says it's fully broadcasting. They're both right there. It's in range. You can connect, baby. I hit connect, and what's it do? It says connecting. And then it doesn't even say not connected. It just disappears. The screen goes away, and I'm still not connected. That's wireless internet for you. That's the brand new universe internet thing. It's angering. It's worse than when you're 13 years old and you're in a chat room for the first time and you're on the computer and you hope no one else is watching and you're in your little chat room talking about, I'm so cool, I watch Star Wars, you guys see the episode of Dragon Ball Z, ha ha ha. Doing your little keyboard thing, talking in the chat room, then a thunderstorm rolls in and you're on one of those cable modems and all of a sudden, bam, it goes off. And you don't know how to reset the modem because Dad always does it. Because it's his internet. You guys didn't experience that, but I did. That's what always happened. I got so mad. And all I could think of was about, they're going to talk about my shows and Star Wars and I'm not going to be there. I almost became one of the hackers. There was an instance when I downloaded all these programs onto my sister's computer. These programs that allowed you to be like a super chatter. Super chatter? What do you mean by that? Well, I mean that you can do things to certain people's computers in the chat room that makes them have to log out or makes their computer run slower. So that's what I was doing. And we got into this huge battle because there was a chat room. This was on sci-fi.com, by the way. There was a chat room called the Jedi Council. And me and a bunch of other guys were pissed off that they wouldn't let us on the Jedi Council. I was about 14, I think. So we found all these weird codes and crap. I don't even remember how it happened. I just remember there were like hacking codes, all stuff. We ended up shutting down all the chat rooms in this huge interstellar war to become part of the Jedi Council. And then we came back and made something called the Jedi Master Council, where the Master Jedis work. Anyway, all that just to let you know that it really just pissed me off when the time would come that we would do all this and a thunderstorm would roll in. And I'm thinking, I'm in the middle of a war here. We just shut down a website for a couple minutes. They have to, go to emergency power to turn it back on. And you're shutting me off with your rainstorms? What? Gosh. But the thing is, there are no rainstorms out there right now, YouTube. In fact, there's not even snow out there. And my connection's still dropping. So I've come to the conclusion. I'd much rather have the little cord running through my room and all of the carpet being in the way than having this wireless piece of bullcrap sitting up on top of my computer. It's doing me no good. It's like that when I need to be online is when it won't work. When I'm just sitting around with nothing to do, when I'm randomly checking my mail, yeah, it works. It's great. It's good. It's wonderful. But it's not, yeah. So it's really annoying. I'll get home and I got, listen to this. A $97 check last night. I should have had a tip of $18, but instead I got a tip of zero. I walked out of there with about $25 last night. Well, my rest of my coworkers walked out of there with like 80, 100, all these wonderful numbers. I got gypped out of money because these stupid idiots didn't know what to tip. And it really pissed me off because I was a pretty good server. I didn't even want them in the first place. I didn't want them to sit at my section. The moment they walked in, I thought these guys looked like idiots, and I don't want to serve them. And of course, they were idiots. They mocked me the whole time I was talking, and they wouldn't order. They're like, "Oh, we're not even thinking about it yet." I'm like, "You're in a freaking restaurant. Why didn't you order something, you stupid piece of garbage? Why else would you come to a restaurant? You're not coming here to sit down and talk. You're coming here to eat. That's what a restaurant was built for. You can talk amongst yourselves while you're doing it, but the sole purpose of a restaurant was originally to eat. Hence the food part. I mean, if it wasn't, then we might as well just have like a restaurant where there is no food, so people can go there and sit down and eat and waste everyone's time. Because don't go to my restaurant and sit there, well, I'm wanting this table to get up so I can get another table. They're like, oh, we're gonna sit here. We're going to out and sit here for like 2 hours while you're waiting for the table. It really irks me. Irks me in like the worst possible way. I just dropped something. So yeah, I had a horrible night last night. Not only that, but I screwed up something a couple days ago that was a really big screw up. And I don't do that. Not at work. I don't screw up at work. That's not me. I pride myself on the fact that I do a darn good job and that I give it everything I've got. So when I found out that I screwed up, I felt like crap the whole night. And like that it just kept adding up and it got worse and worse. And I got home and I sat down and I wanted to go online and I wanted to check my mail and other things and I couldn't for about a good hour. You know why? Because my internet connection dropped. So I went out to Jim's computer just to check and I opened up Explorer. Yahoo! Opens right up. No problems at all. Go back to my computer, no connection. I'm like, you know what? I got like a raw end of this whole wireless deal because it just shuts off all the time and it's got no reason to. It's like it just decides I want to take a nap. It's the laziest wireless internet I've ever heard of. The laptop right now is fully connected, but my computer will drop while the laptop stays connected. It's this piece of trash equipment that AT&T came up with that I just can't stand anymore. It's just, I shouldn't have to deal with this, YouTube. I shouldn't. I got like a minute left, and I got more to say. I'm gonna have to go into 2 videos with this if I don't. I mean, it's not just the wireless. That's this video. What the heck? Maybe I don't have a minute left. It says 7 minutes now. I thought it said 8. Okay. Well, the point being, I'm sick of things just not working. We got the Xbox fixed now, so that's cool. But I remember when that stopped working. And I remember, it's like, and it's always when I come home from work and I've had a really bad day that something seems to go wrong. I don't understand why, but it's like, it's those days where I'm like, you know, like you're almost like drawn to tears. You've had such a horrible day, and you're like, I just want to play a game. And you hit the button, and your Xbox shows those 3 red lights, and you're like, fine, I'll go online. And you turn to the type line, not connected. It's like, so you think, oh, I'll go for a drive, and you know that you don't have any gas in the car, so you're like, you look at your wallet for money, and you realize you don't even have enough money to pay your bills yet. So you're not going to be going for a drive anytime soon. You're sitting there thinking, how am I going to get to work tomorrow night? I don't have enough gas money to put in the car. So then you're thinking, I'll just get some meat. You go into the kitchen, you realize you don't have any food in the house. Typical. So, in my case, I decide, you know what, I just need to relax. I can't stand this. I'm going to take a hot bath. Turn on the hot water. For some reason, the hot water decides it's not going to be hot today. It's like lukewarm, and then it goes ice cold. So you wait like an hour, turn it back on, and it just stays like ice cold. So it's like, you know what, fine, I won't take a bath. I'll just sit in my room and watch TV. You turn it on, and you find out that the cable modem out there all of a sudden isn't working, and it's like jumping all over the place. And finally it does work, and there's nothing on to watch. There's big programming, infomercials, and like some religious guy preaching about stuff. And it's like, you know what? Nothing is going right for me today. You ever have one of those days? You haven't lived yet. And that's what I had one of those nights last night, and I thought I'd make a YouTube video about the internet and the cable, and then on top of that, you wake up and look out the window and there's a fresh blanket of snow on the ground. But fortunately, it melted, and I'm glad about that. But it was like the icing on the cake, literally. And I'm like, why? The one thing I hate more in life is snow. Most in life is snow. You like how I do that? It's like snow. Snow! I hate snow. Yeah, so I had a pretty bad day yesterday, but today's not going too bad. Except for the fact that I woke up and I had a massive nosebleed. Nosebleeds? That's my next video. So if you'd like to, watch the next video. I'm just talking about nosebleeds.